Hello, Cancer signs. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive straight in and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. All right, let's see. For my gorgeous Cancerians, please, Spirit, can we get a card out, please? Already. Co-create. All right, so whether you are collaborating with others this week or thinking about it, or whether it's you collaborating with Spirit, either way, you are bringing something to life here. I always do say, though, that this is you and Spirit working together, because I always say this card it kind of makes me feel. By the way, cards come to life for me. That's how I read. And I always feel like I've just walked in on a meeting between you and the universe. So you are the owl. It's your higher self, your intuition. Sorry. This is you. And this is Spirit, right? Your higher self. And it's like you are getting ready to take action on something or to create something. And it's kind of matching your energy. So in a way, I also want to bring you some advice with this card about whatever you're trying to create or manifest in this world. It's really important that you understand that you attract what you are, not what you want, what you are. What energy are you giving off or giving out to the universe? Okay, because that's what you're going to attract. So it's really important to embody the person you want to become, or embody the person who already has those things when you visualize it, so that you can attract it a lot faster. But anyway, an egg is always good news. It means you're bringing something to life here. Cancer signs, maybe not hatching this week, but you're definitely planning on it, right? This again is a meeting about where something is going. All right, let's see. What is going? Oh my goodness. So you have act as if. You have a lot of cards. I will take it because why not? Act as if. It's very similar to what we were just saying. Okay, you have to kind of blend in a little bit at times. There is a time to fake it till you make it, and there's times to not do that. But this week it is about kind of becoming and camouflaging almost yourself into environments. So they're showing me a lot of different things, Cancer signs. It's almost like the quote that's coming in is like, no one's even looking at you. Everyone's just thinking about themselves. And I almost feel like if you were to just enter a scene that makes you feel uncomfortable, where you feel out of place, no one's going to bat an eyelid aside from you, right? Especially if you're acting as if. It's like almost like, don't call attention to yourself or to your weaknesses, right? During this week. And I never really say that. So that seems really important. I'm hearing keep it cool. I don't know what you guys are doing. Anyway, you have Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. It's a nice little reminder here. And then you also have Otter Spirit, you are never alone. So a lot of different areas of your life seem to be highlighted. In terms of your passions, maybe it's your career. I always relate it to that, but it could really be any project that you guys are bringing to life here. They want you to act as if. Then they want to remind you in life in general, slow and steady wins the race. Don't be afraid to take some time out, to relax, to heal, or to recalibrate at times, or just to rest. Give yourself a vacay at times, or a day off where necessary, or just enjoy the weekends if you're able to. And then Otter Spirit is almost in your love life or in your heart space, right? So it feels like you're aligning certain chakras this week. Anyway, I'm rambling, but let me just show you this card. I think I already did. There are people around you who absolutely love and adore you. And if you've not met them yet, then you're about to. All right, my angels. Let's see then what's going on. Let's see. I'm getting a headache here. I don't know if you guys are struggling with that. Tension headache. I don't know if that's what it is, but let's see. For Cancer signs, let's see. What do your angels want to say to you this week? Spiritual growth. Love that. Love it so much. And for it to come through with co-create, it definitely feels like you guys are aligning yourself a lot more to the person you want to become. Okay. Or the energy is there for you guys this week to take control, or to take advantage of the energy being there. All right. But there is a lot of growth coming through for you guys in terms of your psyche and your learning lessons and whatever it is for you. Let's dive a bit deeper. So I feel like your guardian angels and your angels around you want you to know that you are growing and evolving, and they're proud of you for that. All right. Any other messages that you have for Cancer signs this week, please? Ooh, wait. You have abundance here, so waiting for abundance probably. This says it's not the right time. The universe is working on it. Trust in divine timing, which I love. And it makes sense with co-create, where I said that it doesn't feel like it's hatching this week, but it will. So wait doesn't mean stop doing what you're doing and do nothing all week. It means that whatever result you're looking for, it's not the right time yet for that to come in, but keep doing what you're doing. Okay. So let's dive a bit deeper then. Let's see what's going on for you in terms of the tarot. All right, for Cancer signs. I'm hearing, I don't know. Sometimes I have to just say what I feel called to say, and they're highlighting someone's favorite tree. I don't know what that means. Like, pick your favorite tree, or I don't know what that means. I don't know if you're buying something for the garden, or if there is a spiritual meaning behind your favorite tree. I'm definitely going to look into that because that's very random. All right, let's see. For Cancer signs, what is going on as the overall energy of this week for them? Page of Swords. This has been coming up a lot for people, and it comes up differently for others. Let's see how you are showing up then before we dive into it. How are Cancer signs showing up this week? What's the energy of them? Ooh, I love that. It's exactly what I was saying here about balancing yourself here. Okay, I feel like it's a preparation for something, because now this rope almost looks like a tightrope. You're about to walk the tightrope, which basically means maybe I'm hearing a squeeze. That's like birthing, you know? It reminds me of something I said a long time ago in one of my readings, where it's almost like you're going through the birthing process. This tight squeeze where things feel really uncomfortable, but then they get easier. And what that means spiritually is almost like you're going from one space, the womb, into the world around you, right? Where there is a lot more than just what was in where you are. Does that make sense? So temperance, tightrope. I feel like when you're focusing on I'm just really channeling something in. When you're focusing on yourself during this time, it will be very easy. It's almost like you're not looking down at where you're, or maybe even at where you're going. It's like taking each day as it comes, because it's almost like this lovely lady in temperance is almost like she's taking one step at a time, but she's focusing more so on these 2 cups. So I don't know if that's in terms of love for you guys, focus on the right connections around you, or whether it's your focus on what you love to do is what's going to keep you moving forward and make this journey a lot easier than it could be. Don't know. Anyway, Page of Swords. As your overall energy of this week, it's a really good time to get curious, right? It's all about your curiosities and diving deeper to the layers. So it would make sense then in that way that this is where you're growing spiritually, because you're asking the deeper questions, you're connecting a lot more to spirit, you're being curious, you're seeing more signs, synchronicities, things are getting clearer. But I don't like the Page of Swords too much, because sometimes it can get very triggered very easily. It's a very reactive energy. So let me dive into it. Oh, sorry. All right, I always forget to refresh the camera between readings. But let's see. What is going on in this Page of Swords energy for Cancer signs this week? Oh, okay. So you guys are being watched by someone of the past this week. That's an overall energy. The 6 of Wands is all about your success and recognition, and that you're really, maybe you're in a limelight this week, or maybe you're doing something that people are recognizing you for, or maybe you just look successful in the eyes of other people. Page of Swords again is watching. It's curious. It's maybe even triggered by your success. Something might be triggered by your success, or if it relates to you, maybe you're triggered by other people's success. Just a reminder with that spiritual growth card that when we are envious of others, it's really just a little bit of a mirror and an opportunity to say, okay, maybe that's something that I want to do, or maybe there's something there that maybe what you want and you can have. Okay, so envy just seems to show you a little bit of what you're desiring out of life, or something. Dive deeper into that. But let's see one more. Why is Page of Swords here as the overall energy of this week? Chariot, gorgeous energy. It looks like you're moving towards so much happiness. Maybe you guys are trying to figure out what you want out of life and where you'll find success. Okay, some of you could be, you're trying to figure out what you want to do in terms of career, or what would make you feel successful in life. The 10 of Cups, all about your happily ever after, your emotional fulfillment, your happy family, happy home, or happy community. And Chariot is it seems to be that's what you're chasing. Okay, and this is your card, Cancer sign. So it does feel like you're getting prepped and ready to go on a journey here. Makes sense with co-create then. Right, your whole reading feels so scatterbrained. So I don't know if that's what you guys are feeling, a bit like you're trying to piece the puzzle, which makes sense with the Page of Swords. Again, being curious. I'm always seeing that meme where it's that lady who's like just piecing things together, or like, I don't know. Feels like a lot of parts to the story here. Temperance. Why is this? Okay, the energy of Cancer signs. Now, this so makes sense with the turtle. Slow and steady wins the race. Seven of Pentacles really is that Capricorn energy where things feel really slow moving. So this is an opportunity to understand, okay, what needs changing, right? I almost see this as pruning flowers. And I don't know what the significance of that is, but that's what I'm hearing. Pruning flowers. I'm pretty sure that they do that. Sorry, just channeling something in. And I don't know why this is happening in your reading, but I'm just channeling a lot of random imagery and it's hard to put it into messages for you guys. But it's almost like people, gardeners, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if any gardeners are out there, they prune it or they kind of take the buds out so that it can get bushier. So whatever you're trying to grow, I feel like maybe you're having to nip things in the bud, or you're having to attend to something and keep on top of something, even if it's boring or whatever, so it can grow and evolve. But it requires a little bit of pruning. Pruning. What does that mean? Anyway, it makes sense with temperance that slow and steady wins the race. Being patient is super important when temperance is here, because what you're working on is for the long term, right? And it takes a while. So the number 7 could be important for you guys during this week, 7 months, 7 years that you've been doing something. I don't know. Patience, you're almost there. You are so close for something to be fulfilled, but you have to keep showing up for it, okay? You have to keep tending to that garden, whatever that means for you guys. Let's dive into a challenge for this week. Okay, and it makes sense with wait. It's like, wait, something is unfolding. You are making progress, but slow and steady wins the race. So 5 of Wands. I wasn't quite ready for that, but let's go. Okay, for the challenge for Cancer signs, please, this week. Okay, High Priestess. High Priestess as a challenge, it could be again about your spiritual growth as your challenge, something to work on, especially when it comes down to certain cycles that you may have. 5 of Wands can sometimes be repetitive behaviors or competition, or maybe engaging in arguments with others, or a reactive energy. Like I said, with the Page of Swords, it could be a little bit of a dispute going on. It's not super strong here, but 5 of Wands is a bit of a conflict or a bickering, that kind of thing. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know what's going on in your reading. I'm being a weirdo for sure. The High Priestess wants you to dive deeper into that, and maybe to even hold back a little bit. With the 5 of Wands, like the first thing I want to say, which I don't know if it will relate to you, is almost like being the bigger person, but it's not that. They're saying it's not that. It's almost like you're observing certain behaviors going on around you and not engaging in it anymore, even if it's your own repetitive behaviors, if it's habits you want to get out of that you keep spiraling in, all right, if it's certain arguments with someone you keep spiraling in, or if it's just certain ways of thinking, I don't know what it is. It's a repetitive cycle. It's conflict, competition, or whatever it is with the 5 of Wands. It doesn't lead anywhere with this card. So I feel like the High Priestess in this case, strangely enough, is almost an observer of it. Observing the mind is your challenge. Observing the cycles that are showing up in your life is your challenge this week. Silently watching. High Priestess, she's all about hidden knowledge and divine connection, so that seems to be your challenge here. Interesting. I will clarify, of course, because it would feel wrong not to. So let's see what this is about. Why is the High Priestess and the 5 of Wands in the challenge position? Could be belief systems, right? The High Priestess is all about your psyche, right? Your subconscious mind, your dreams, especially if there's a repetitive dream, guys. Again, whatever is repetitive in your life, observe it, study it, understand it from a spiritual perspective. Okay, it could really, really help you figure out what this is meaning for you. All right, why is the High Priestess here in a challenge? The Knight of Swords, kind of feeling like you're finding some clarity in some way. And again, don't go charging all into something. Again, if there is any arguments coming through, don't react, respond, analyze, reflect, observe, study. I don't know. 5 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, and the 8 of Wands, I feel like there is going to be some progress here. You're going to understand and gain some clarity. It's a challenge, so it's not going to be easy. It's not just going to come to you. It requires your reaction. But it's almost like you're going to find some sort of clarity, some hidden knowledge that you are unaware of that's really going to help you come out of a cycle or some sort of repetitive cycle and it's then going to direct you forward in the right direction. So it does feel like clarity feels like direction being a key word here, specifically in terms of work or what you're working on or what you want to build on or build in, whatever that means to you. All right, don't go rushing ahead though, right? We want to take our time. Okay, let's see your advice then from Spirit. What a right weirdo I've been this reading. It's been like a big old puzzle piece, right? Being a tarot reader at times can be like detective skills. I'm seeing visions and I'm trying to figure out how that relates to you. Let's see. All right, let's see. For our Cancer signs, can we dive into some advice that you have for them, please? Okay, what is that? Ooh, there's a new beginning in terms of your feelings and emotions. And in order to initiate that, we have to leave behind certain feelings or things that just don't serve you emotionally. With that Eight of Cups being there, just a little reminder, in order to have a new beginning, sometimes we have to say goodbye to the old one, right? Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups is your energy. Cancer signs, so prioritizing your feelings, emotions, and again, trusting in your intuition and where you're being guided to go. And also listening to your heart's calling for a lot of you. Where are you feeling guided to go in terms of what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what brings you love, what makes you feel good? Where is your heart calling you to go? Because the wild card is, again, new cycles are beginning. It definitely feels like, especially within yourself. So I wonder if that's the chameleon, act as if kind of card coming through, that you are changing your identity or changing how you show up in the world. Let's clarify though. Why is the Queen of Cups here as advice? The Five of Cups. Some of you need to focus on your feelings and emotions and stop neglecting them or dismissing them and saying, look, I shouldn't feel this way. Let's just cut it out. No, why is this coming up? Because coming up for a reason. Some of you may have been recently disappointed, or you've just been feeling quite disappointed. You've been focusing a bit more on the negatives. You've been dwelling a bit. That's fine. Don't worry. Understand where it's coming from and then move on, right? Because when we're just counting the things that we don't have, then we're just going to build on that, right? If we focus more on what we do have, then that's the area where you'll grow. So it's in terms of your feelings for sure. And I feel like maybe it's about prioritizing the good in life and your heart. Because I feel like by focusing more on the negatives, it's not doing yourself any good either. Or things you can't change or control, I almost feel like that's your heart chakra. Okay. Now the wild card, why is this the advice? Three of Pentacles, a new beginning, especially in terms of co-creating, right? This is about collaborations, teamwork, building a project, starting something fresh. It's the foundation, all right? Building a foundation. So whatever plan, it feels like let's focus instead of all the failed plans or the failed ideas, I'm not good enough kind of perspective. Start focusing on what you are good in, what you do enjoy doing, even if it's something small, because it will lead you somewhere. I feel like this is, again, a sense of direction, especially in terms of work or a plan in your life. I don't know what it is for sure, but definitely is coming under that umbrella here. Because once you start focusing and changing your perspective, start focusing on something different and more positive or something more in your control, that's when the new beginning happens and this something starts to ground itself moving forward. So that's your advice. Let's dive into love, career, and in the unexpected for you guys. Let's see what's going on there for Cancer signs in terms of the area of love for them. What's going on there? Six of Swords. Whatever's happened in your love life, you are moving towards calmer waters. All right, especially if there's been a bit of conflict here or you felt a bit defeated in the area of love. It definitely feels like you guys could be moving, all right, or recently have moved, or this is moving on, away from conflicting relationships. It depends on if you're single, dating, or in a relationship, but either way, things are going to be really improving and stabilizing here in your relationships, all right, and your love life. In terms of career and finances, Knight of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Seven of Swords. You're being guided here to, one, trust in your intuition if there are some sneaky people around you, and don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Don't know why that's coming through, but it is. But the Knight of Cups as well is don't be afraid to come outside your comfort zone, to go through those open, vulnerable feelings in order to get to the other side. When this shows up in career or finances, it does feel like you're having to do something that is new to you or go through certain feelings that are uncomfortable, like anxiety, right? Maybe you guys are wanting something new, and that means you have to show up to interviews. Maybe you're scared about that, or maybe you have to come outside your comfort zone in your career and you're scared about that, right? You have to cross that river, that emotional boundary, that emotional river. You have to go through it to get to the other side. So it's almost like don't back down and don't scare Don't scare yourself, or don't be scared about where you're going if it's where your heart is calling you to go. All right, in terms of your career and finances, whatever that means to you guys. And in the area of the unexpected, what's showing up this week in the unexpected? Five of Swords. Conflict, dispute. We did pick up a little bit on that, but Spirit seems to not want to focus too much on that. All right, but the Five of Swords coming through is this feeling of defeat. So what's coming up in your unexpected? You might be having an argument with somebody, or there might be a bit of conflict going through here. Five of Swords. No one wins with this card. All right, so just remind yourself of that. Let's be aware of what we're saying or what people are saying to us. Five of Swords as your unexpected. Be prepared to walk away from a situation. Be prepared to walk away from a situation. What's the word you're trying to get me to say? Without things going the way that you wanted it to. If you're trying to let someone down slowly, for example, they might blow up and be angry about it. But if you're doing something you feel called to do, I wouldn't listen to other people. It just feels a little bit like someone's not agreeing with you, or someone's lashing out at you in some way. And it's almost like, I'm not going to engage in that, you know? I did say that it feels like somebody's watching, or someone's triggered by your success. Someone doesn't like that you get the spotlight. Someone doesn't like that you're getting recognition for something. I feel like someone might just kaboom unexpectedly. Maybe they are saying some pent up feelings, you know. But it's almost like Five of Swords. No one wins in this, as I was saying. It's like people saying things out of spite. Everyone's just trying to win the argument, right? Very similar to that Five of Wands. So observe it, understand it. All right, my angels, my goodness, what an intense week. I'm going to love you and leave you. Please let me know how this reading resonates with you during the week. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you've not already. But aside from all that, I'll see you guys next time, all right?